Hi there, this is your friend Birendra dear. It is my firm belief and faith that you can become whatever you want to be and whatever you dream to be and whatever you desire to be. That has been very well explained by several thinkers, authors, when they have wrote such books like The Law of Success and Think and Grow Rich. One of them was Dr. Napoleon Hill, whose path I am emulating, and all his principles I will always telling you to follow if you want to be successful in life. Before we start how to become successful, we should define success. Success is the progressive realization of the worthy ideals in life. Life is a journey starting from birth and coming to the ultimate closure of salvation. This journey has to be pleasant. So we must have the sumptus, we must have the abundance of everything else. Health, wealth, happiness, joy, honor, dignity, pride, everything is to be obtained in this shortest span of life. And that is only possible once we follow the fundamentals of principles, otherwise this cannot be possible. And the 6 basics what Napoleon Hill narrated: desire, decision, faith, persistence, mastermind alliance, and well-organized planning. If anyone follow these 6 basic principles in life, he has been blessed with the absolute powers and possibility by the infinite intelligence at the time of his birth in the form of the mind to control and direct towards the attainment of any definite chief aim or any purpose and goal of his life. He can do it because all men are created equal. They are blessed with the same power, same potential, same intelligence. Now it depends on how we are using it effectively and very seriously in a very concentrated way towards the desired and cherished goal of our life. We understand now the power of our brain. This brain can really depends on what we are feeding to it. That is what thought form we are developing in our brain. If we fill it with positive mental attitude in the form of the thought vibrations, intangible desires, then this mind will start creating all the circumstances, all the environment and the possibilities to really make it physical appearance in our life. So to become anything else, we must try to think it over and over again, till the mind is highly saturated and the mind is always very much convinced that it can achieve whatever it is believing and whatever it is perceiving. We know that the power of the mind is very, very mysterious and infinite. There is no boundary and there is no bottom to the power of the mind. We also know through some strange and powerful principle of metal chemistry, nature wraps up in the impulse of a strong desire that something which recognizes no such word as impossible and accepts no such reality as failure. Now to become successful in life, that is to attain whatever we dream about it, we must make our mind success conscious. To make success conscious, we must feed our mind with the desired plan, purpose, thought, whatsoever, repeatedly, over and over again, what is called affirmations or repeated suggestions or auto-suggestions. This is the way to convince our mind. And when one section of the mind, which is called the subconscious mind, it is receiving these intangible thought impulses, which is based on faith, belief, confidence, convictions, and emotions, that will instantly pick up those vibrations and transform them into spiritual vibrations, and this will be communicated directly to the infinite intelligence. And nothing is impossible for the Almighty Father. It can give us whatever we dream and desire. The only limitation is our imaginations and thinking power. So any thought form which has saturated our mind, and it is based on belief and faith that we are going to achieve what we are conceiving and believing, there is no doubt that we can achieve in no time. Remember, friends, if we just isolate ourselves and try to be successful in life, that is not very possible. It is only possible once we have the alliance with the best brains, and there can be no other brain than the Almighty Father, the God, which is the source of all wisdom and intelligence. And if we really seek His help, we'll find it. If we really knock his door, we will get open the door of our success, abundance and greatness in life. So today in this session, we shall be discussing how we can make a written statement, what we want to become in life, and repeatedly feed upon that mind several times a day. And then it is very much possible. We know through the principle of psychology and auto-suggestions, any desire which we are persistently hold in our mind eventually will find its outward expression and gradually transform them in their physical equivalent. So let's make some very powerful thoughts in our mind which will really guide us and lead us from darkness to light and lead us to ultimate success in our life. So in this session, we can tell like that, the phrases that we repeatedly hear become convictions, and the thoughts that we repeatedly think become habitual and make us what we are. The purpose is, in taking a mental exercise, is that we must think certain thoughts repeatedly until we form a habit of thinking them over and over again, what we call the mental saturation. Once the mind gets saturated, this mind will create all the possible circumstances, people, environment, forces to make it a physical appearance in due course of time. That is very, very natural for the mind. But we must have belief and faith. We must think that we can do it. Because we know life's battle don't always go to the strong or the fast man, but sooner or later the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. So belief and faith is very essential for becoming successful and for the realizations of the worthy ideals in our life. Now let's make some viewpoint. Let's say in a written statement, I rise above all temptations to moral evil. I cast out all greed, selfishness, and narrow personal ambition. I do not hold envy, malice, or enmity towards any living soul. I will follow no course of action which is not in accord with my highest ideals. I am right and I will do the right. Because we know we can never be successful in life unless our every action is based on truth and justice. We can never succeed if we think negative of others. Just by seeking help from everyone, believing and trusting everyone, and reciprocating, we can only be successful in our life. We should also make a very powerful viewpoint in our life. This viewpoint will also guide us. All is right with the world. It is perfect and advancing to completion. I will contemplate the facts of all environment. They are in perfect viewpoint. Behold, it is all very good. I will see all human beings, all my acquaintances, friends, neighbors, and members of the society and family and household in a very perfect mental and physical condition. They are all excellent. Nothing is wrong with the universe. Nothing can be wrong but my own personal attitude. And henceforth, I keep that right. My whole trust is in God. These are the basics thought form we have to develop by repeatedly telling to our mind, and mind must perceive and believe it and get convinced, and its manifestation is inevitable. We must consecrate. I will obey my soul and be true to that within me which is highest. I will search within for the pure idea of right in all things. And when I find such philosophy highly, deeply rooted in our mind, then we can definitely perceive it and believe it, and it will be in its physical appearance. I will express in my mind that all is well and I am well. I will abandon everything I have outgrown for the best I can think. I will have the highest thoughts concerning all my relationships, and my manner and actions shall express these thoughts. I surrender my body to be ruled by my mind, and yield my mind to be the dominion of my soul, and I give my soul to the guidance of God. This is the true realization and consecration, dear beloved friends. We must identify ourselves with the universe. There is but one substance and source, and of that I am made with it, and I am one. It is my Creator, the infinite intelligence. I proceeded from that ultimate source of all power, energy and consciousness. My Creator and I are one. My Creator is greater than I, and I will do His will. I surrender myself to the conscious unity with the pure Spirit. There is but one, and that one is everywhere, the omniscience, the omnipotent, and the all-pervading Almighty Father. I surrender myself to Him. There is but one, and that one is everywhere. I am one with the eternal consciousness, the absolute, the supreme, the thinking mind, the cosmic intelligence, who is going to bless us and take care of us if we have belief and trust in His existence, in His power. We must idealize ourselves. Let's form a mental picture of ourselves as one, what we want to be. And at the greatest height our imagination can picture. Let's dwell upon this for little time, holding that thought. That is what I really want to be. It is a clear picture in our mind. We have formulated a stamp indelibly and hold tenaciously till it has saturated our mind, and our mind has become success conscious, greatness conscious. I am with this now in soul, and I am becoming this in outward manifestation. You must realize, dear friends, I appropriate to myself the power to become what I want to be and to do what I want to do. I exercise creative energy. All the power there is mine. I will arise and go forth with power and perfect confidence. I will do mighty works in the strength of the Lord, the Creator, the cosmic intelligence. I will trust and not fear, for God is with me. I am enjoying His absolute blessings every moment of my life, because we know the absolute intelligence, the cosmic intelligence, permeates through nature and things and acts in nature, and we are integral part of that nature. So God is also permeating through our body, soul and mind. Let's be sensitive. Let's be conscious to perceive the truth of His presence in our heart, mind and soul. And then what is impossible? There is nothing impossible for God. God can give us as for asking. The Almighty Father is always willing to help His children. And we are His favorite children because we have trust in Him. And He is the most trustworthy. He is kind and generous. We become what we think about. But first we have to start with this belief. We are what we think all day long. We are what our thought forms make us. We create our own world. We are the master of fate, and we are the captain of our soul. We are maker of our character and shaper of our destiny. That is based on our thought forms, which we repeat several times with a lot of belief and faith. That thought will become things. As Napoleon Hill said, truly thoughts are things, and powerful things are that when they are mixed with definiteness of purpose, persistence and a burning desire for their translation into riches or other material objects. And as Ella Wheeler Wilcox said, you never can tell what thought will do in bringing you hate and love, for thoughts are things, and their airy wings are swifter than carrier dove. They follow the law of the universe, and each thing must bring its kind. They speed over the track to bring you back whatever went out of your mind. Beloved friends, saturate your mind with a thought, what you want to be, what you believe to be, what you conceive to be, and these thoughts will become manifested in the real form in due course of time. You have absolute control over your thought. You become what you think about. Thank you very much. This is Little Napoleon Hill, Virendra Diyar, at your service with heart, soul and mind. Believe in yourself. You can do it if you believe God is guiding you, God is watching you, and He has a celestial plan for you. He will send those plans through inspiration and hunches. Just trust in the absolute power, kindness, compassion, and love of God for all. Thank you very much. See you. Bye from now.